My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of the 1990 movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this review will possibly have spoilers, so there's your warning. But this is not a franchise I'm familiar with. I've seen the two newest movies produced by Michael Bay, and I'm very excited for the upcoming animated movie. So I thought I'd go back and give this franchise a watch. So here I am doing that, and my expectations were I was expecting it to have some nice 90s charm to it. I was expecting an enjoyable movie, but that's not what I got. I thought this movie was just lacking and really boring, if I'm being honest. Like, there is some fun editing. There's this fight scene on top of a rooftop, and it cuts back and forth between that and a conversation between the other turtles, and I'm just like, okay, this is fun. There is one funny moment in the first act where one of the turtles orders pizza, but it's like a couple minutes late, and that was great. I do think some of the action is surprisingly pretty decent. And I like some of the practical effects, like the costumes for the turtles, but that's also a big negative because these turtles never felt like characters. They always felt like people in giant turtle costumes. I couldn't connect to anyone on the screen because there was just an obvious disconnect. Like, say what you will about Avatar, which is almost entirely CGI, but they still look and feel human, even though they're Navi, but there's something there to connect with. And here, I just couldn't. I did not care about anything that happened to these characters. There's a scene where Splinter, their father and master, gets kidnapped, and I just couldn't have cared less. There's no weight behind it. And it also doesn't help that the human characters are terrible. Judith Hogg as April O'Neil is just as bland as a character can get. There's just nothing about her that stands out, and she forms this friendship with the turtles that I just didn't buy. Like, she's creeped out for like 2 seconds, and then she gets over it, and now she talks to them like they're her best friends. And I don't know, that didn't work for me. There's one character named Danny who I thought was one of the worst written characters I've seen in quite some time. Nothing about him works in any way, shape, or form. Then you've got Casey Jones, who just added nothing to the movie as well. He shows up a few times, he does some fighting, but he just felt so unneeded. And then you've got Shredder, who just comes across as a cliche villain, and his backstory and what connects him to Splinter is laughably bad and not in a good way. And then, like, once again, like, the only turtle that stands out to me is Raphael, I believe, because he likes to be alone, but the other three just don't have any distinct personalities. They don't have enough to do. They just kind of feel like Big Turtle 1, Big Turtle 2, Big Turtle 3, and that's it. So I just didn't really care about any of the characters. The story is fairly generic, nothing new. The directing was fine enough in moments, but in the end, it's just a movie that's like an hour and 30 minutes long. It felt so much longer, it bored me, it lacks any energy, and as much as I can appreciate some of the practical effects behind this movie, I just feel like it's a movie they should have waited a long time for because, yeah, these costumes just I can't connect. I can't care about anything happening. So I know lots of people love this movie. They have nostalgia for it. I don't, and I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a 4 out of 10. I was hoping to really like this movie, So now I'm a bit worried for the rest of the movies in this franchise, but we'll see. Hopefully, I like the next two better, but I hear that will definitely not be the case. But who knows? Who knows? But have you seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos soon. And Gavin, out.